So we've made it up to this hospital. What was the deal with this one? The hospital of the wealthy town of Flemington. No other information other than, well, hopefully we earn just more money. That'd be nice. Flemington, a wealthy town where the people have more money than sense. I think we can make a killing here, pardon the expression. If we can get ourselves a marketing... Oh, we're going to get taught about marketing. Okay. You can use marketing campaigns to improve our reputation, attract more patients, and recruit better staff. I suggest we focus our research and marketing on an illness that has been plaguing this area for a while. Animal magnetism? Alright, if people don't come in here with dogs and cats literally, like, magnetized to their bodies, I'm going to be very disappointed. Oh, the one meant that that person was first on the leaderboard. This part of the country is quite cold. Okay, well, we might as well start as we mean to go on by building a reception. I'm gonna do a little different with my reception. Like, have it against the wall. Staff can get in from... Staff cannot get in from there. Staff can get in from there and like it. They really can't put one here? Invalid corner location? Like, really though? Hang on. I'm very surprised. How about one wider? Reception pod. See, that looks to me like you should be able to put it there. That's quite annoying. Hang on. How'd I make it, like, let me re-put the hatch down? Ugh. Let's try that again. Why can you not put the hatch on a corner? That's what I don't understand. Like, why is that not letting me do that? It would have to be one wider, I guess, and it's not going to let me do that. Well, there goes that idea. Unless I'm willing to do it like... Can I do that? No. Yeah, I'm doing that. Because screw it. It's going to be professional looking, damn it. How much money did we start with anyway? 250 grand? That's fine. Congratulations, you're hired.
Maintenance announcement. Medical waste.
Hold control for precise... Oh, why hasn't the game told me that? Oh, I thought that'd be small enough to put in there. Is there any rooms that would be small enough to put in there? Probably not, huh? Well, maybe a toilet, but... Yeah, I could put a toilet in. We're going to end up building another one of these anyway. Toilet right off of the reception office. I wouldn't have it any other way. We are open, right? Yeah. Oh, where the hell did that person come from? Then it's going to say, hey, you don't even have a GP office. Why are you open? Yeah, I know.
For this very special edition of Sir Nigel
I think those might be slightly off center.
I visited the 7 feet under funerary home. I wish to make arrangements for my own eventual demise. And
You know
as
what?
with everything else,
Let me delete.
one
Oh, I
must
can't.
try before buying. After being buried for 3 hours in
I'm
a
never any
variety
good
of
at the
coffins,
planning.
I finally decided on a lovely worm-resistant oak casket. Greatly recommended.
Then we want a radiator. And we probably need to hire a doctor in this hospital, right? Oh, a psychiatrist. You're getting triggered already? That's not good. Hello, Red Ranger. Hello, Daniel. Surely I can fit a pharmacy in. Damn it. How about the world's smallest staff room? Oh, they're gonna live in poverty and like it. They're gonna get a TV though. I will allow them that comfort. And a lamp for attractability. A drink machine just for themselves, and a bunch of beanbags.
Request all outpatients. Kindly get out.
That's normally where they put those things, right? Need more diagnosis equipment. Get patient to wait. What the? Get out of that chair. Yes. Hire a nurse.
Nurse needed in general diagnosis.
Hire two, actually, because we're definitely going to need more. You haven't had a chance to catch the stream once this week because work has been What is wrong with that door? Huh. That's no problem. If work is busy, work is busy. Now then. Chat, don't hate the way I lay things out. It has to be done this way. It's for the good of everybody. Just relax. It's fine. It's too late. It's fine. Look, normally I care more about the layouts of my hospitals and they always end up looking terrible anyway, so this time I'm not going to care. And my theory is that something good will happen. What that good thing is, I don't know. But this is what an NHS hospital looks like. Maya binge or Maya binge? 78% chance? I like those odds. Pharmacy required. Already playing Sonic just like that, huh? Classic pharmacy. I will read that in a second, just let me finish the room I desperately need this second. There. Thank you, Marple Kyrie, for 13 months in a row with Twitch Prime. Also, hello, Flying Racer. Finally back at uni, which means I can watch streams again. Ah, nice. Glad you're back at uni, too. Easier to keep tabs on you. Not that I keep tabs on my viewers, or anything. Millie Boo Skinner has been sent for a cure. 76% chance we know what's wrong. I like those odds. Let's build a cardiology.
Caution. Always proceed with caution.
That's good advice. I also haven't looked at what we're supposed to be doing for our... Oh, sounds like they died. It turns out it was XCOM chances. Complete pests... Oh, we've got to do research. Okay. Got to watch out for doctors with research abilities then. Like them, for instance. God, that's expensive. I'm debating whether I want to put it here or not. Well, I should just ask myself, how annoyed will chat get? And if the answer is a lot, then I'm doing it right. At least that's the working theory I'm using. And I feel like that would make them very cross. Quite. So we needed to do the pest control. Design a machine to expunge unwanted beasties attached to people. An emergency ward? No, don't have a ward yet, can't do that. Look, we've not got a lot of space, so I have to make the best of the space we have. Oh, we don't have any janitors. It's a good janitor, actually. Psychiatrist required. Get patient to wait.
Don't forget to tip your doctor.
This is one of those newfangled psychiatrist offices where things are a little weird. Also, sometimes my janitor phases through the wall just to have a little look. They're allowed. They have radiators and fireplaces. It's the new style. It was the style of the time. Promote 3 staff, sure. Ooh, you're good as well. Honestly, I might just grab both them. Just so we have them. You need to employ Peter Parker into your research facility thingy. Also, thank you for the little bits that I missed. Some of our patients are freezing. Is it you? Are you freezing? Yes, you're freezing. How did I know it was you? Fine, I'll give you a radiator. And a small radiator, kinda there. And there. No, not there. There's got to be a way I can fit this in without it interrupting. There we are. See, everything's working out fine. That is a good segue because, well, I had some like stuff I've watched on Netflix to talk about, but also I read a couple of comics, Spider-Man comics specifically, that were recommended. Well, one was recommended to me, and one just seemed interesting to me, so I picked it up. And they arrived late yesterday before the stream, so I didn't have time to read them, but I read them today. So it's your choice, chat. I can talk about Spider-Man comics, or I can talk about BS I've watched on Netflix. That's your options. That's all I have for talking points. Why can't I upgrade this? We don't have anyone with mechanic skill. That was an early promotion. Spider-Man comics, Spider-Man. Okay, well, the one that was recommended to me was called... Hang on. Was called... Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. And I think it's from, like, the early 90s. And it's just, like, Carnage trying to kill Spider-Man and Venom. And it was a bit of a mess in terms of, like, art style. I didn't like the art style. Way too busy with not enough colour. Because it's like, here's 3 different versions of Spider-Man. Have fights. I don't think Carnage is particularly interesting, and the story wasn't that interesting, so I didn't enjoy it, sadly. No offense if the person who recommended it is here, it just didn't do anything for me. It did have Cloak and Dagger in it, and I was only familiar with Cloak, so now I know a bit more about Dagger. And they've got a show. Is that on Netflix, Cloak and Dagger? It's not, right? Because I don't think I've seen it recommended to me. We've got a lot of Freddie Mercury's and John Travolta's. I think we might need an STD clinic. It's on Hulu. Yeah, so that one just it never did anything for me. We have a cardiology, yes. We have toilets, fluid analysis. We probably need to earn a bit more cash first. I will, however, build a big ward somewhere. So the one I chose to read for myself is called, as I check, Amazing Spider-Man, and it's set immediately after what was called the Spectacular Spider-Man series. And that was a series where Doc Ock took over as Spider-Man because he stole Peter Parker's body. And then this is set immediately after that. That's too far, or too close rather. With Peter Parker trying to get his life back after being out of his body for, I think it's like half a year or something. And that sounded interesting to me. Because it isn't like he was a supervillain for that long, although he did, like, he got kicked out of the Avengers, distanced himself from all his friends, but he also, like, wanted to be a hero to prove he was better than Peter. So he did things that improved Peter's life, like Aunt May couldn't walk for some reason, so he found a cure for that. He got him a doctorate. He started a company and it's like super popular and doing really well and got him lots of money. And he had a girlfriend that... There's already a queue at the GP's office. And he had a girlfriend that he had no idea about because it was the lady who had fallen in love with Doc Ock, not Peter Parker, essentially. So I found that interesting as a premise. And the comic was good. I thought it was funny. I thought the art style was really good.
Is it really necessary to tell everyone which month follows
And
July?
I'm going to read more.
The sentence construction. Good grief.
And see where the story goes.
You treat them like farmyard animals. The whole thing is a disgrace to humanity. Honest, I can't do this anymore.
I'm looking for comments.
Time, you people. I've had enough. I'm paying for the Chardonnay.
New illness discovered, night fever. Good.
It was worth it.
I've not read the Dresden Files, no. Thank you, Nemo the Survivor, for 26 months in a row. Missed the 2-year mark, but here's to several years of fun and hopefully many more. I hope so too, and I'm glad you're back around. Now, I thought Superior Spider-Man, which was the Doc Ock Spider-Man, I thought that was considered... He has an animal stuck to him. They look like tribbles. He's got a cat on his face! It's got googly eyes! That has totally thrown me off what I was talking about, but that's amazing. You poor man. He actually has animals stuck to his face. I need a janitor that can upgrade stuff. Is that upgrade? Maintenance, that counts, right? No, it's mechanics. Bollocks! What was I saying? Oh yeah, I thought people thought Superior Spider-Man was bad, but when I was reading into the Amazing Spider-Man, it seems like people did actually like it. And they didn't like the Amazing Spider-Man, not because Peter Parker's back, but they took issue with how they changed Black Cat's character. Because Superior Spider-Man puts her in prison, because he doesn't care about Felicia. She was just another criminal to him, so that made her bitter, and when she gets out, she wants to... What do we need? We don't have the way to cure it yet. We need to research pest control, which we're doing. So when she gets out of prison, she wants Peter Parker, she wants his identity exposed, she wants him to suffer. So she basically just goes full supervillain, and that's very out of character for her. So people didn't like that. But I had no particular affection towards the character. She always annoyed me, so that part didn't bother me. It makes sense that she'd be pissed off. They also introduced a new character called Silk, which is a lady who got bit by the same spider as Peter but was locked in a bunker all her life for some reason. And she's got her own web. She can make the web, and she makes her uniform out of that, which is very weird. She's got better spider sense than Peter, and she's faster, but she's not as strong. And now that she's released, it sets off this whole series of events that someone recommended called Multiverse or Spider-Verse or something, where a vampire hops dimensions killing spider people to take their power. I don't know why releasing her from a bunker is what triggers it, because it doesn't really make much sense, but apparently that's what gets good, and the Amazing Spider-Man series becomes that from Volume 2 onwards, so I shall read it and see what it's like. I can also tell that I'm not grabbing the audience's attention with this conversation. Am I short of... I can't be short of nurses, surely not. Well, I only have 2, so yeah, I probably did actually. I don't want to know because I'm going to read it myself. Well, I have to see spider people because some of them are men, some of them are ladies, some of them are aliens. Some of us have the attention span of a small child. That's who comics are for! Do I read physical comics? I do. I buy them off Amazon, which is probably not the most cost-effective way to do it, but I like supporting stuff that I end up liking. Please wait. I'm working on the cure as we speak. Is one of them a giant spider bitten by a radioactive human? I really hope so.
The health minister is arriving.
I don't know, but I really hope so. Has my receptionist fallen asleep at... The poor lady needs help. Okay. I can't remember if I finished this thought because I got distracted by people having animals magnetized to their faces. But in reading about the Amazing Spider-Man series, I learned more about that character from the Spider-Man game we're playing at the moment, Yuri Watanabe. She becomes a vigilante. in the comic books called
The healthiest drink on the market.
Shriek, I think it was.
Only
The Shriek.
finest organic mousses.
Which is kind of like, she's an overly violent vigilante. Discovered lycanthropy. And we need another doctor. Ooh, that's a really good doctor.
2 Point Radio.
Batman with a temper. A lot of vigilantes are Batman with a temper. But yeah, of the Marvel comics I've read so far, they've all been such like cluster fucks and a mess. It's refreshing that although there's quite a few characters in that Amazing Spider-Man 1, we don't have an injection cure room, so I can't take that. The art wasn't overly cluttered, I could understand what was going on. It was a modern style, which I do like. So yeah, it was much better than the other Marvel stuff I've tried reading. Oh, I do have a Batman related question. I know we're kind of jumping franchises. But I think I mentioned that I read Graveyard Shift, which is a collection of stories from... It's not New 52, I think. But they introduced, like, whoever was doing that run of Batman comics, they introduced these two characters. Twins, male and female. The male one is gay and keeps on getting shit about it, and Batman kind of saves them from homophobic people who want to beat them up. And then the girl gets infatuated with Batman and wants to become a vigilante. Does that story go anywhere, or were they just trying to be edgy? Because they've popped up in like 4 comics I've read in this bi-monthly thing. And they don't seem to be doing anything with the character other than like edgy stuff. Like when the gay twin gets beaten up, the girl gets that F word, the bad F word, shaved into the back of her head and goes to school pretending to be his boyfriend. It's like, what is that doing? What has this got to do with Batman? Oh, Shriek is a villain, Wraith is Yuri. Well, she's still a baddie though, right? Because I was reading that she tries to murder Mr. Negative. I don't think they're the Wonder Twins. I don't remember what their names are, but I can tell you in a second. Pest control? We need pest control. Yes. Where is it? I haven't finished researching it yet. Almost have, though. Look, Art. Yeah, Mr. Negative is a baddie, but vigilantes don't kill. Otherwise, they're just villains as well. Right, we need this to finish so I can make the damn thing. Please stop dying in my hospital. I didn't give you permission to do that. Oh, I didn't put a radiator in the ward, did I? Nope. My bad. Come on, finish. You've got to be super close. Yep, there we go. Finally. 2 Point Health Ministry has granted us a marketing license. This will allow us to run marketing campaigns to improve our reputation, attract more patients and staff. Build a marketing room. Oh god, you've got to build a marketing room? Well, first things first, I'm handling the pest control, which is expensive.
This is Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. You're tuned in to 2 Point Radio, and I'm your host, Ricky Hawthorne. Stick around for some fabulous tunes and just a little bit of chatter.
Hang on, chat. I will look up the characters' names in a second here. It's just doing other things.
May we request that all outpatients kindly get out.
Alright, hang on. Here we go. I have Graveyard Shift right here in my hands, literally. And it opens with those 2 people I'm talking about going to prison to see their father, and then their father making homophobic slurs. What is their name?
Doctor wanted in research.
The male is called Cullen. Cullen. And the female is called... I don't know. Harper, I think? Or Harp? Something like that? Yeah, Harper. Cullen and Harper. Publicity update. Very nice. Pest control. And we need to start researching something else. Let's go with... yeah, sure, just upgrade the injection thingy. I have not listened to the YouTube channel called Comics Explained, no. She does become a vigilante? Oh. What's her name? Also, I do regret this ever so slightly. But only ever so slightly. Not now. Okay, so how much room does the marketing room require? Ah, perfect. I don't want to hear any guff about this little passage back here. Marketing. You can put a beanbag in the marketing? Of course you can. Put a fire extinguisher in here to cool down their egos. She becomes Bluebird.
This hospital does not offer
Does the brother
monetary
die
support.
tragically to give her motivation to do things?
Assistant to marketing.
So now I need to hire someone with like a marketing skill, right? Or something? What is this? Start an awareness campaign for all the wonderful new drugs our hospital is using. Should bring in more patients for the pharmacy. Just a general campaign to start with, please. Cure 10 patients with... Oh, we've got to watch animal magnetism work.
Anniversary of my time here on 2 Point Radio. Back then, we didn't have all these technological gizmos, you know. We had to wind up the records
It's a secret passage.
and shout really loudly.
We were talking about a couple of minor characters in some Batman comics. They keep on reoccurring, and I was curious like if it served a purpose, because otherwise it just seemed like them trying to desperately be edgy by having homophobia in their comics. It's from the early 2000s, so I guess it might be more apt at the time.
Nurse, please go to the pharmacy.
I've got to have something I can do with this space. I could put a room here. I could maybe do another pharmacy and do a pharmacy alert, or I could do a small GP's office.
We're close
Because
to our
God knows we
walls.
always need more of them. Yeah, not bad. Considering this mess. But we don't have an assistant with a marketing qualification. What does that look like?
Nurse wanted in cardiology.
Well, none of these have it. So we can't do it yet until we get an assistant with a marketing skill. Okay. Damn. Okay, never mind. You hear someone just going, ow, ow.
Oh.
Ew. Thank you, Gogo Kennel, for the bits. Jogged 5 miles today and only vomited once. You shouldn't be vomiting at all. That's one too many vomits. How much is the next area? Because I'm running out of space here. There is a next area, isn't there? 50 grand. 60 grand. Is this buyable? Doesn't seem so. So like 50 grand is the next plot. Okay. $15 days to get done. Zoidberg is the best marketing. I'd agree that drug dealers are good at marketing as well.
Facilities will henceforth be
Mime crisis.
Hmm.
I weigh 402, so vomiting only once is down from when I
Oh.
started. Wow. And then good on you for making a difference. I'm jealous. Well, you know what bothers me I go 2 long walks with Sora a day and it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. Like, I am active. I am not sedentary. Except when I'm working. Grey Anatomy Challenge. We don't have the colour daily, so no.
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
Is that the game's way of telling me I need more janitors? Oh wait, I still need a maintenance one. Yeah. And is there an assistant with the skill we need? Yes, there is. Oh, we still haven't seen... Oh! You shoot them off? Alright, we need to see that properly, because then the animals just get dumped down a chute. That's tough but fair.
The healthcare
Also, Yoko Keno, don't feel like the need you have to give me bits to let me see what you say. I try and keep up with chat.
doctors. Who needs them?
No need to give me money.
According to this lovely pamphlet, not me. The healing power of the orb should do just
Yes,
fine.
okay, let's upgrade this now that we have someone who can do it. Oh, here we go. I love that it sticks one of the cats to the face every time. That's fantastic. It's like hot air or something they're blasting them with. Get out of here. Get a level 4 staff room, you wish. Alright, so the psychiatrist's office is getting massively backlogged. Murky feet discovered. Okay, yeah, we've had that one before, I think. Grey's Anatomy. We need to get patient to wait. Chromotherapy. Annoying but fair.
Those unable to find the hospital will not be considered patients.
There's your damn chromotherapy. And then we need another psychiatrist's office because it's getting backlogged severely. Can you tell the theme I'm going for this one? Fireplace right over the window. Running out of cash after this though. Our money's getting quite low. I know it is. Have no fear. Now we just need to speed up time a little bit and let money roll in.
Nurse to chromotherapy, please.
Oh, someone died. By all means, please turn into a ghost. It helps my research. You know what? We lost 10 grand to the marketing campaign, or 18 grand, or whatever it was, so it's no wonder, really. Yeah, we'll just let things tick by. So let's see, we still need to get the hospital value of 1 million. Reputation will just happen over time, and then curing animal magnetism happens over time as well. So other than that, getting a 1-star is just a matter of time. We are going to need a bigger bathroom and a bigger staff room over here, though. Once we have a bit more money. I'll start building stuff again when we get to like 80k. Oh, it's 12 grand just for curing someone with chromotherapy. It's pretty damn good. Not too shabby. I don't need to know about whoever Sea Pockets is. Chat, shall I start talking about Netflix shit I've watched again? Level 5 staff room, yeah, right. That poor mime. Oh dear, do it. Well, I watched some trash, and I also watched some documentaries which I would classify as trash. Because I've watched all the good documentaries, so now I'm into the doldrums of... Oh god, that was quite loud. of stuff that's just like sensational or unnecessary.
Obviously, that was not the tune I meant to play, but it seems we have one of those.
So the first one I watched was called like
my producer's telling me we've been
Heroes of Grayskull,
I have
something
no
something
idea what
He-Man.
song will play next, but I hope it's a good one.
And it's about the He-Man revolution of the 80s.
Less sick and more cured during the health inspector's
Oh, I need to put a radiator in. And essentially it was just about kind of like the He-Man cartoon that eventually came as a result of the toys. The toys came first, and that in itself was noteworthy because Mattel prior to that had only ever done like, here's Star Trek toys, here's G.I. Joe's.
Doctor wanted in research.
They did toys based on established things, and He-Man was the first thing they kind of made in-house that took off. And that was kind of interesting. The biggest part that was interesting was He-Man was considered the most violent cartoon on TV at the time, which is hilarious. Mood poisoning. We need an injection room. Get patient to wait. Deluxe clinic. Nope. There. So for instance, they had to tone back any and all violence in the cartoon. They never had they could never imply He-Man killed anyone. And the same thing applied to the live action movie from the 80s that had Dolph Lundgren as He-Man. And then the staff writers never did any of the PSAs that were at the end of the episodes. The really, really bad PSAs like, oh, here's the lesson He-Man learned this week. That was just written by the studio because they were forced to. And I specifically remember one to this day because I watched the He-Man cartoon. It was an episode about time travel, and then He-Man's message to the kids watching the show afterwards was, we saw Skeletor use time travel in today's episode, but don't worry, time travel isn't real. And that was the message of the show.
Suspicious, please fill out a form.
In case any children thought time travel was real and Skeletor was going to kill them. That part was kind of interesting, like, there was nothing like He-Man on TV at the time. It kind of took a sour note when it started talking about She-Ra, which was the female He-Man. Because the industry was very misogynistic back then. Some would argue it is now. But to the point where they stipulated that She-Ra could never use her sword in battle. She could never directly defeat someone, which is why in the cartoon she always kind of defeated her foes by accident. And a lot of stipulations like that, which worked against the show in general, and was incredibly sexist. But that was Mattel, the big wigs, kind of just saying, oh no, we can't have any of that. So yeah, they showed some clips from some of the She-Ra cartoon clips, and it was like, two things were charging at her, so she jumps out of the way and they smash into each other. She carries her sword, but she's never allowed to use it. We talked about the original cut for the live-action movie had She-Ra in it as well, but she got cut from it.
And remember, order more than 10 Roach Burgers and get a free Roach Shake.
So it was a bit of a like, who cares kind of documentary. It's like, why did they bother doing this? But at the same time, I found some interest in it just because I remembered the He-Man cartoon. I remembered the toys they show in it. I had some of them. And it was a bit sad knowing what was going on in the background. Like, oh, you can't have this, you can't do that. No, you can't have a woman do this. And like, also the guy who voiced He-Man is a recluse. He's exceptionally shy. He doesn't like any of the limelight, whereas the guy who played Skeletor, who's still alive, he's very much into it. Build a fracture ward. Yeah, we can build a fracture ward. So because I watched that, it then suggested to me a documentary that I watched out of morbid curiosity, and that's never a good thing. And I think it was called like
Has anyone seen my pen?
the history of Funko, and it's about Funko Pops. But it's not about specifically what they are today, it's about how they got to where they are today. Stop whatting me for Vice President. It's a thing I watched. Now, I hate Funko Pops. I think they're absolutely terrible, shoddily made pieces of shit. But I was still interested because they're popular. They have people who are avid collectors and their company is worth a lot of money. So they're obviously doing something right. So I was curious. And as it turns out, they're mostly well known because when they started, they did traditional bobbleheads, of which there is many Americans who collect bobbleheads. And when they changed to the Funko Pop as we know it today, a lot of people got pissed off. They did not like the change. But the diehards stuck around. The original creator left, although he did eventually come back to do the apparel side, but he seemed very up his own ass and just, he's out to make a quick buck. He came across as a bit of a shyster, honestly. And then the company as a whole, it's just, I don't see the appeal. It was morbid curiosity. I don't think it was a particularly interesting documentary. It felt like a fluff piece to me. If everyone could please stop dying while I'm not paying attention, that would be lovely. Do we have any queues other than GP offices, which I don't care about? No. I mean, there's nothing wrong with I've got crap tons of collectibles. It's just very specifically Funko Pops. I don't see the appeal. They're ugly. There are so many Japanese brands of similar things which are just better. I also have no idea what this room is. What does it even do? Is this a diagnosis machine? Because I think I researched. Yeah, it is. It's high-tech diagnosis. Good. People get cross at me when I make fun of how ugly Funkos are. I have a few. I only ever got them via like loot boxes, which I never bought. I reviewed a few of them on the channel way back when they were the in thing. Pan's Lab. Sure. Every single one of them has felt badly made. Every single one of them has had defects. And I don't get it. I can't see the appeal at all. Whereas I've got like Japanese quality ones, not what are they called, Nunodroids or whatever, but similar stuff, and they're a billion times better.
Nurse to the pharmacy.
Sure. Oh, all I hear is pooping going on and on. Nendoroids, that's the one.
It's the news on 2 Point Radio.
So after watching two very low-rent documentaries, which were, as I say, they came across as like either niche interest in the He-Man case or fluff pieces in the case of, here's the story of why Funko Pops are the best company in the world. I decided to watch some other stuff. I watched a documentary called Aileen, which was about America's first female serial killer. Wasn't that interesting. Not particularly interesting. She's an insane lady, and that's basically it. So then I decided to watch a movie, and going back to Dead by Daylight got me in the mood to watch something that's supposed to be horror. I would never do that, no. You might be surprised, but I never saw Cloverfield, so I decided to watch Cloverfield, which is the found footage big monster attacking New York thing. Ooh, did much worse that year. And that's your first mistake. Now, I wasn't going in blind because I've seen it parodied, most notably in the guinea pig episode of South Park, which it doesn't help that the guy who's mostly holding the camera in it sounds a lot like Trey Parker's normal speaking voice, and that was incredibly distracting. I didn't particularly care for it. I didn't think it was bad. It's just all the shaky cam because of the nature of its filming style. It put me off. The story was very boring. The monster stuff was fun. The sort of jump scares were all incredibly predictable. Especially the bit where they're like, oh, we can't see anything. Oh wait, the camera has night vision. Hold on. And I'm like, okay, you're going to see something when the night vision goes on. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Also, everything happens just because one person has a boner. Like, they could have got away straight away, but one person just... He had a hard-on for his dead girlfriend. Or suspected dead, anyway. So he gets everybody killed. So I wouldn't recommend it personally. I didn't find it particularly interesting. One more patient and then we'll see what's required for 2-star. What else did I watch? I'm sure there was something. Oh, absolutely there was. On the same vein as horror, although kinda. I watched, because it was on Netflix and I was very surprised it was on there, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which is a parody horror film from the 80s. It was incredibly dumb, but I kind of thought it was funny. It's about killer clowns that come to Earth, turn people into candy floss, and murder people.
Nurse to chromotherapy, please.
It is incredibly stupid, and I loved the guy. There's only 2 policemen in it, and one of them has this fantastic voice. And I was like, I've heard this guy's voice before. Where have I heard this from? And I had to look it up on IMDb because I was sure I'd heard his voice before. It's really distinctive. And sure enough, he voiced a character in the Batman animated series for its entire length of run. And I obviously recently rewatched the animated series of Batman, so I was like, oh, that's why his voice is notable to me. I literally heard it last month. He voiced Thorpe, which I think was the mayor. Oh, we've got a cafe. Speaking of which, I do need a bigger staff room. Hospital value to 2 million. Cure 20 patients in a fracture ward. Well, we've got a fracture ward, although it's tiny. Launch 2 marketing campaigns. That's just sinking money in, but that can be done. Let's go for pharmacy. No, let's go for animal magnetism. Where's the one that requires colour? It's not here. Animal magnetism, sure. Launch campaign to get people with that disease. Yeah, we're back to talking about shit I've watched. No, none of the Nightmare Beyond. Well, actually, Freddy vs. Jason is on Netflix, but none of the old proper films are. I've got like 5 GP offices game. This should not be an issue. Please. My GP offices, they are very sick. We're already at the point for this one where the money is not an issue. It's just, again, it's the same old thing. It's queues. I'll build another bloody GP office. I'll build 2 more right next to each other if I can. There. Build 8 more. Don't tempt me. I need to hire another doctor as well. If it still says there's queues in my GP offices, I'm going to be pissed. It instantly went to 6. Are you actually kidding me? What is this? It's ridiculous. I'm just putting things. That's ridiculous.
Plants need water.
Which nightmare movie where Freddy got fingered? You're confusing your franchises. I don't care about training unless it makes me do it.
Mrs. Tickling put on a very generous spread indeed. Though I must say, Mr. Tickling, who you may know as
Mr.
the owner of
Tickling?
Tickling's Butchers, was surprised to find me home when he arrived earlier than usual. There's nothing like being
Did he just
chased
admit to
by a man with a
infidelity?
cleaver to get the old ticker going.
He got chased by a meat cleaver?
Here, I will be doing daily 20-minute unpaid advertisements for Tickling's Butchers. The beef that can't be beat.
He's being threatened to hire a butcher because he got caught having sex with his wife. I have seen Drop Dead Fred. Yes, that's the the imaginary characters one starring, what's his face? I was going to say Rick Mail, but that's not the one I mean. I mean One Half a Bottom. What is his name? Rick something. He passed away a couple of years ago. Oh yeah, Cabin in the Woods is on Netflix. I've got that marked as on my to-watch list. Yeah, from the young ones as well, yeah. Rick Mail, yes. Hello, Sias. Yeah, he passed away in 2016, I think. Very sad.
Maintenance announcement. Bins will become full.
You're confused about this game, what is holding me back? The general problem is queues. If you, like, when a patient visits this hospital, or any hospital in this game, they have to visit the GP office multiple times during their diagnosis progress, even if they visit other rooms as well, which leads to a constant blockage in every GP office, which slows everything down, which in turn slows your goals down, and our goal is to get to 3 stars. So that's the gist of it. Ward emergency, 6 mucky feet? Sure. How full is my ward? It's fine. Look at them. Look at them with their stinky feet. As long as we do the things that are marked here, it doesn't matter what happens in the hospital as long as we're profitable. And we're profitable. So we're still on course for lightheadedness. We need a deluxe clinic. Okay, fine. Can I fit one in down here? Nope. Okay, well, welcome to the new ward, I guess. Deluxe clinic. I haven't built a fluid analysis yet either, have I? Oh no, a patient is very mad. Tell them I hate them. X-ray calling doctor? There. We've got all the diagnosis things I know how to make now, I think. Did I watch the Vivitch yet? No, I have not. I'm working up to that because I think that's genuinely creepy from what I hear. I mean, while we're letting things kind of tick along, hang on, do I still have Netflix open in a browser window? Let me check. I don't, but I could go through the kind of stuff I've marked to watch.
The health minister is arriving.
Health minister? When I've got an emergency going on? 13 people are waiting for the general diagnostics. Well, thank you for the information. Seems like we need another one.
Nurse required in fluid analysis.
I've got your fluid analysis right here. Also giggity. Seems like I need more nurses. Ooh. Have I seen the Defiant ones? I have not. I've also not watched the Vikings. Vikings are not my bag. Even if it does have Aquaman in it. Because we all know how much we love Aquaman. Hang on, I'm going to open up Netflix in another browser. It shouldn't play anything. Oh, my free subscription, my free month, it ends in 3 days. I got an email warning me about it today. My list. Well, people die in the background. Alright, I've got a lot of things on my list because I struggle to find time to watch them, so bear with me. I will get around to watching most / all of them. And some of these choices are not because I think they'll be good. Some of them are because I think they'll be bad. Let's see, I've got the entirety of Star Trek The Next Generation, the Bleach live action movie, a Netflix original series called The Toys That Made Us, which is about toys that you grew up with, and I saw there's an episode about Transformers, so I was like, yep, want that. Black Mirror, Civil War, because I want to rewatch it.
Treatment has failed.
Hardcore Henry,
A patient is dead.
Breaking Bad, One Punch Man, a documentary called The Staircase, Netflix original, I believe, a series called The Mist, which is based on the Stephen King book/movie The Mist, as far as I'm aware. Seven, Transformers Age of Extinction, Cabin in the Woods, Labyrinth, Power Rangers, almost done. 10 Cloverfield Lane, that was on there in case I liked Cloverfield, but I didn't, so
That you dropped on our floor.
I might not bother with that one, although I have heard that it's really good, mostly because of George, what's his name, Goodman. Gerald's Game, Belko Experiment, The Foreigner, Black Mass, Lego House, A Ghost Story, Smoking Aces, and Wish Upon. Wish Upon is specifically a horror movie that I've heard that's so bad it's good. And the Transformers one is, I know it's going to be terrible, I just want to see how bad.
Nurse needed.
John Goodman, yes, I was blanking on his first name. Yes, Labyrinth, the one with David Bowie. Where he's wearing a very revealing,
Helen Topsworth
what's it called,
has cited
lanyard?
this uplifting saying which never fails to bring a smile to her face. Life is like a carrot. It's your job to be a rabbit. Well,
Life is like a carrot, it's your job to be a rabbit? What? What does that even mean? Labyrinth is a great movie, I remember it from my childhood. Now then, we need to do another marketing campaign. Let's do... Can I still not do one for the colour place? No. Let's do a lightheadedness campaign. So you may or may not hear me talking about a collection of those things. Just if I see something that I think might interest me on Netflix, I just do a little add to my list and I might watch it later. I might not. When I picked up those Spider-Man comics I was talking about, I also picked up the latest season of South Park to watch, which is season 22, I think? No, 21. So I'll probably spend my day off watching that, rather than anything on Netflix. If people could please stop dying in my hospital, that would be lovely. Yeah, that's 2 more deaths. Could you please stop dying in my hospital? Can upgrade the drug mixer. Sure, why not?
End of year approach.
Okay, so we get 2-star just after we've cured a bunch of people in the fracture ward. So why didn't I do a marketing campaign for the fracture ward, you idiot? Can I change what my daily is? Can I change it mid-campaign? Cancel project. Fracture ward, fracture ward. Yeah, okay. There we go, that's the one I actually need. Staff resignation warning. Georgia Carnage has decided to stay because I gave her a raise. Oh, I never built a better staff room. Alright, get ready for a pants-ripping staff room. It's going to be the best in the entire world, complete with bonus ghost.
Nurse needed.
The spooky ghost is optional. You get a light in every corner. Can't say that, but many places. You get beanbag wall. That's where all the beanbags go. You get access to energy drinks and salty snacks. The 2 things that power YouTube. And you can even have a large radiator right in the middle of the room. And an arcade machine. And another arcade machine. And a sweet dispenser. That goes there. And a plant. Or 2. World's best staff room. Done. Outbreak of lightheadedness, yes. Bring it on. This is where plants go, right? I'm sure I've seen you humans leave plants in the middle of hallways. Think of it a little bit, Music Ninja. Patient's choice award after having 3 deaths in 2 days. That just means everybody else is doing worse. Let that sink in.
Doctor to research, please.
Hospital value over 2 million? Yeah, we're almost at 3 million, which will probably be the next tier for the 3-star award. We're a green hospital, because that's the colour everybody is when they don't get cured. Oh, that's a big emergency, huh? A rival hospital owned by Mrs. Pikachu has more cures than me per year? How dare my sister be better than me at a video game?
Doctor wanted in hands now.
That will not do. That will not stand. Hello, senpai underscore. Hey, maybe because I'm working for Nurgle, my goal is to kill as many people as possible, not save them. Ever think about that?
Nurse to cardiology.
Promote 3 staff. Sure. What are you, like casual? How dare you. My sister really liked Theme Hospital. She sent me a text about 2 Point Hospital. Like just asking, hang on, I'm gonna see if I still have a record of it, just like, is it good? Or something she just said. Is 2 Point Hospital worth the money, is what she said to me. And I said yes. If you liked Theme Hospital, which I knew she did.
Nurse to injection room.
We have enough money at this point where I can just like, I can throw staff at any and all problems, pretty much. And I'm refusing to do any training unless I have to because I hate that mechanic. Yes, my last name is Pikachu. Don't tell Pokemon though, they might try and make me change it. Can we get a janitor over here to murder this ghost, please? Is that what you're there to do? It seems like you might be. Kill it. It's right there. Murder it. Smack it in the face. It's left ghost cum on my floor. We can upgrade our drug mixer too. Oh dear.
Don't put your health.
Fracture word doesn't seem to be getting used, even though I asked for like a marketing campaign. I should pay more money, I guess, and do a bigger campaign.
Experimental treatments could make you live forever.
Illness, fracture campaign.
Bundle Meditech. Other hospitals offer leeches. Ours will leave you speechless. 24 hours a day.
Staff promotion.
This is 2 Point Radio.
2 Point Radio. I guess just to get the hospital value up, I could build a bigger fracture ward, maybe? What do we have that we've not built? We've got cardiology, we've got a ward, got that. We haven't got training, obviously, but meh. We haven't had any clowns. What does the cafe do? A room designated to the feeding and entertainment of patients and staff. May as well, it's new. Why not? We'll try this. Can I bung it down here? Oh, it's like a food court type thing. Hang on.
Need restocking manually.
Please stop spreading ghost cum all over my floor. Oh, okay. It's fancy. Sure. I assume it needs to be staffed by an assistant. It's pretty nice looking. It's gonna be right next to a bunch of people with fractured limbs. Hello, Azure.
Someone important is arriving.
Rival executive CEO of Holistics is here. Oh, Holistics, I see. How's that for a fracture ward, bitches? Forgot a radiator again. I really like this tune that's playing right now because it's like a Skeleton's theme tune. What do ghosts do besides load stuff? Is there anything else?
Maintenance needed in staff room.
X-ray machine's got a queue of 8. We're too popular for our own good. But what I really need is people with broken limbs. So if the frog could get on that real quick, I'd appreciate it so we can see what we need for 3-star. Although it's only taken us an hour to get to the tail end of 2-star, because that last hospital was a real long one. Oh no, I'm unhappy. Of course you're unhappy, you're ill.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
I've got your routine servicing right here. I upgraded every machine except the one it wanted me to. Oof, oof. I never understood the Ghost BJ scene in Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd really wants the ghost to give him a blowjob. That is the entirety of the scene. That is the entire purpose it serves. There is literally no other reason for it to exist. Sure. Thank you, Green31 for 2 years at a tier 3 subscription. That is a long ass time for all the support. I wish I could do more than just say thank you, but that has nothing to do with the ghost blowjob thing we were talking about beforehand. Oh, that is perfect. Give me those broken bones. I asked and the frog delivered. Oh, which probably means I owe him some money now. Unfortunately.
Treatment has failed. I'm sorry to say, a patient is dead.
The patient is dead? Oh no, whatever will we do? Oh wait. Here, take some leaflets in this trying time. And some magazines. And a plant. And another plant. And a third plant. And a skeleton. And another skeleton. And another skeleton. And another skeleton. And possibly 2 more skeletons. And then also a poster of a clown. Enjoy your nightmares.
On 2 Point Radio. This is 2 Point Radio.
Now with
and
brand
I'm
new
here
purple
as the
benches.
wolf. If you tuned in by mistake, you might as well stick around and listen. Saves you changing the station.
Yeah, that probably looks fine, if I had to say so myself. When you agree, chat? I blew like 200 grand just there. It's fine.
Doctor to research, please.
Doctor to research. What could you possibly pick at as being wrong about this particular wing of the hospital if you were to look at it? Nothing, right? It's all perfect? The definition of perfect? Does anyone remember the old Casper movie? Are you meaning the one with Macaulay Culkin? Because if so, then yes. I don't care about free training slots, just cure people so I can get on with it. Thank you, G Tomlinson95 for 23 months in a row Twitch Prime, almost 2 years for you too. Which is what your message said. And then you did the fabulous emote. Staging area for Skeleton Army Strike Team. Oh no, he's right. See, the thing is, even if I wanted to stop Netflix to briefly go back to that topic of conversation, given that my free trial month runs out in 3 days, I know that there's a Daredevil season next month, and I definitely want to see it, so I'm going to have to hold on to it for at least a month. If you need the toilet, go to the goddamn toilet. We only need to cure 3 more fractures, and then we see what we need for 3-star. I'm going to guess hospital value 3 million, reputation... I probably won't ask for reputation. More marketing campaigns and a certain illness cured will be my guesses. I've fallen into the Netflix trap. I have. I knew this would happen.
We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on our
I kind of wish I hadn't, but then at the same time, I like that it's giving me stuff to talk about, even if it's not always interesting to people, which I would understand perfectly. And it's something I can take an interest in away from games. Not that there's anything wrong with games, obviously, it's just sometimes you do want to break from them a little bit. That isn't something that's expensive, like, for instance, Warhammer 40k. So there's 2-star done. 5 million hospital value, are you kidding me? Cure 30 injections, launch 3 marketing campaigns. That's the only hard bit, because we're only halfway there. Yeah, quit if you want, see if I care. I can just hire someone better. Oh no, the skeleton's heating up too much. It'll grow in exponential power if it gets much hotter. Pretty sure that medicine cabinet's facing the wrong way, but whatever. What's the easiest way to increase my hospital's value?
Review imminent.
Same 3 again.
I want you to look at your radio. Really.
Make money.
Now.
How does that increase value? That just increase profit. It's different.
Open a window.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind keeping on
I
getting
want you
those
to
patients,
throw the radio out hard as you can.
because they're easy to deal
Music
with.
deserves to be free.
Queue outside the
Now
GP's
go
office.
your
Queue
meals
outside the
over.
GP's office. Should I just make this the GP's office wing?
Didn't hear that.
Doctor to Pan's lab, please.
We're gonna have 2 more GP offices next to each other. Don't like how often I'm hearing the "you just killed a guy" sound effect. Yeah, there it goes again. It keeps doing it. I'm not sure why. There it goes again!
Announcement. Plants need water.
And again! What's that chant? That chair's off center? Fight me. Okay, fine, I'll fix it. Multi-kill. It doesn't seem to be making much. You already have 7 people wait. I really don't like how often I'm hearing the "you killed a guy" sound now.
Nurse to general diagnosis.
Would increasing my staff's training increase the overall value of the hospital? Earning money, expanding the hospital, and increasing overall profits. They're waiting too long. Yeah, our queues are getting too high. Everywhere, not just in specific places. Well, they instantly have people queuing. It's unbelievable. Capture 2 ghosts, sure. CR, our online rival, has the highest score of 100% and we're only at 99? Oh, come on, game. 1% difference. Don't need to bust my balls about that. Sure, focus only on ghost capturing. Hospital isn't covering our costs. We should consider lowering our outgoings or making more money. How on earth are we not covering our outgoings?
Nurse, please go to the pharmacy.
Alright, we're just going to let it sit then and see if the value goes up that way, because I've actually managed to subtract value by building more GP offices, which makes no damn sense to me, but whatever. 13 people waiting for the bone x-ray machine. 10 waiting for the injection thing.
Doctor required in Deluxe Clinic.
This is the worst part of getting to 3-star though, when you're essentially just waiting and seeing if things happen. Building a secondary reception might be a good idea, just a little desk.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
Anyone else hear the blacksmith? No.
Group of patients now arriving.
As long as we cure people in the injection room, I don't mind. All those people going for leaflets. I like things better up here, although not really, because look how many queues. Is it because the reputation? Yeah, the reputation is maxed out. Jesus. It's ridiculous. What are you so mad about? There, you got a raise, stop bitching.
Doctor to research, please.
So if we're earning more profits, that would increase our value, and right now we are still making a loss, so we're not curing enough people then, that's what I'm hearing. Underpaid, very hungry, wants training. Oh, wants training does annoy people. Of course it does. Yes, sure.
Maintenance required in injection room. Join me in welcoming the mayor to the hospital.
Stop that. There. They're not even going to face the door. There, build your damn training room. And now when we get a staff pop-up for training, we can do it. With all these people queuing, I don't understand how we're not making a profit from just curing folk, because even if they die, they still pay. No loans, profit factor minus 13%, cash is up 1%. We are making a profit again now. Expenses will just be wages plus, yeah. Treatments, diagnosis, other. I don't understand how we're not making more money from treatments and diagnosis. Oh yeah, that's true. If they die during diagnosis, they don't pay for all their treatment. Yeah, a lot of people sure are dying.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
Thank you, Mad Lagger, for the protection money to cover for next month's Netflix subscription. That's like buying someone who's addicted to marijuana a bunch of marijuana. But thank you.
Trapped in a corner by the misplaced piece of furniture.
I don't think marijuana when I could have said like cocaine or something. Marijuana is relatively small time compared to something much worse. But I guess so is Netflix. It could be worse, you could be smoking. That should be Netflix's slogan. No, change smoking to vaping. Then it's Netflix's slogan. Yeah, there's a VIP here, so please, nobody die. Now we need to do another marketing campaign. Let's just do... what I want more of. Injection campaign. Of course you're cold, you're outside, you crazy bitch. Cocaine is an addiction, Mary Jane is a choice. Tell that to Peter Parker. I don't want to touch anything now. Kimmy Pratt is unable to get to where they want to be? What? Where is it you want to be? I don't understand. Oh, is it because there wasn't a nurse there, or...? What's going on? Appointment at the Fracture Ward Clinic. There you go. I think they might be about to poop themselves. Diagnosed with Cranine Doom. GP's office $600. Why are you not moving? There's obviously enough room for you to move. Get out of my hospital. I told them to leave and they aren't leaving. Okay, just be stuck there forever then. I'm curious if that's stopping anyone getting into my clinic though. Because there's no one else in this fracture ward. Is the plant in front of a door? I have no idea what his problem is, at all. I kicked him out of the hospital and he's still here. Wow, that's a lot of dying.
Doctor to psychiatry, please.
Yeah, Kimmy Pratt got kicked out of the hospital game. Please just fall over and die. Please, I beg you. You've got a broken face, you're gonna have more than that in a second. It's like no one can get into this ward at all. What the hell? It's probably because of this twat in the way. Is it this machine? Picking up that machine made him move. I don't know. Whatever. He's gone. It's very strange. Wow, we lost 10 grand there? We made 5 or 6 grand last month.
I had the strangest night last night. I was playing poker with 2 lobsters.
17 people are waiting for the X-ray machine.
A sack of flour. I didn't win a single hand. Talk about poker faces. Then again, maybe it's time I stopped drinking absinthe.
Yeah, don't drink absinthe. Yeah.
Assistant required in marketing.
This doesn't make much sense to me why this hospital is not profitable. Sure. Overstaffed, maybe? Wait, that same person is still stuck? Where the hell are they stuck now?
Doctors needed to run X-ray machine.
I don't know. I feel like this is the game working against me at this point. I'll do another injection campaign because the first one did bugger all. So we're going to be stuck on getting the hospital value up. The injection one will just happen over time. But I don't think we're going to get to the value required just because we're not making any money. So we might just have to take the 2 stars.
Toilets need routine servicing.
I don't have any other land I can... Oh no, I do. They're dying because they're not getting cured fast enough, because there's a queue at literally every diagnosis thing, even though I have multiple of most of them.
End of year approaching.
And the GP thing is just something they need to patch out. They need to stop making you have return visits to the GP. It should just be once or twice maximum.
Required in research.
Because I've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 GP offices, and it's not enough. Which is not on. And they're all staffed. I've got an abundance of staff. It isn't like they're going empty. Patient left because they were very thirsty. Got plenty of places to drink around the place.
Roachburger's first drive-thru has opened in Grockle Bay. Now you can order your extra.
My current value is just going
burgers
down and down, so yeah, I think we'll just have to take the 2-star loss.
And remember, order more
I'll give it
than
15 minutes because that will take us to on the hour,
get a
and then
free
we'll
milkshake.
we'll call it a win at that point.
24 hours a day. This is 2 Point Radio.
Ten doctors. Well, I probably do have more than 10 rooms that require doctors at this point if we've got 6 GP offices. So that would be fair. Yeah, no, I can upgrade stuff, it's fine. 41 staff. Capture Dicky Farce. Nice.
Doctor to Pan's lab, please.
Profit loss, I'm losing 40 grand a month. Nice. I don't understand why. Oh! The game didn't tell me I could charge more for things. Honestly, if this brings my reputation down, that's fantastic.
Nurse to general diagnosis.
Wish I had mentioned this sooner. So we get a lot of them, so let's push that up.
Treatment has failed. I'm sorry to say, a patient is dead.
Price reputation, like that matters. This is America. In fact, everyone wants x-rays, pay 50% above the average. Patient is waiting for new diagnostic rooms? I've got everyone I have access
Doctor
to.
psychiatry, please.
Thank you, Roro Stefan, or Steven, sorry, who has just subbed with a tier 3 subscription. That is an immense amount of support. Thank you very much. Enjoy your new emotes, including 2 golden ones. You can use anywhere on Twitch. I didn't mean to say not now to that person. Whoops. I've jacked up all my prices in the efforts to spurn people away from coming here, and if it doesn't work, I'm putting every price up to 50%.
Need restocking manually.
Stop making a loss? Alright, prices go up. Modify all. No, not 100%. I thought 50% was the max. There, 50% increase in price. Oh wait, they can refuse to pay? Murder that man. Murder them right now. You can't get treatment and then refuse to pay.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
I want to get the injection room thing done. I don't care about the hospital value one at all. Managed to make it over from YouTube? Did I miss him saying that? I missed them saying that. Good. Lower the reputation. I want less people here.
I'm still looking for that perfect hobby.
At
This
50%
time
markup,
I
I'm
tried
still
learning
making a
magic
loss.
tricks. A fella was being dishonest to myself, so I stopped.
Madness.
If anyone has a good home for 24 white rabbits, give me a call.
Assistant to marketing.
Well, we're done with our marketing, or about to be. "26 people are waiting for the injection room? Are you actually kidding? 28? Holy hell.
Maintenance required in cardiology.
They've gotta patch in a fix for the
It don't
queue
matter.
problem. They've
None
gotta.
of this matters.
Thank you, LoJack, for the protection money as well. Read your message in a second. Let me just finish this room. Patient has refused to pay 41 for a salty snack. Well, you see, the thing is, with one of those machines, you can't get the thing you paid for unless you put the money in, so I still expect my $41. How did you make Hollow Knight so easy? Geez, I'm just bad at games. Thank you for all the content. It helps me get through work every day. No problem at all. Are you playing on the Switch? Because who knows how it plays on the Switch. You'll learn Hollow Knight, because you've got to remember you start off with much less movement options. The game gets easier as you get more movement options. Oh, Roro is Scottish as well. Nice. Oh yeah, I saw you saying you managed to make it over from YouTube. In time to see me fail to make a hospital be valuable. But I am going to succeed in every other way on this mission. It's just the value thing that... I feel like it's the queues that are what are killing me, and I feel like the queues are an oversight / bug. CR, you've been looking into this, right? Have they addressed GP offices? Are they claiming they work as intended, or... is there something they know they're working on? 36 people are waiting to get their hands stabbed.
Toilets need routine servicing.
Wait, is that not the same room? Oh, that's fluid extractor. I made the wrong goddamn thing. It seems to be working as intended. Oh dear. I disagree immensely. I just got an achievement called I See You. I think I've murdered 100 people. Maybe they deserved it.
Group of patients
Sure, whatever, whatever. You can't refuse to pay if you've been treated and died. We go through your wallet upon death. Give me my 3 injection people so I can leave this terrible mission. I don't know if I'll be doing any of them after this because the queues are just always going to be the thing that kills it. The thing that would be okay is if hospital value is not one of the criteria to get the stars, because then it doesn't matter if the queue thing is happening. One more. Done. Excellent. I will cash in now, thank you. How do I cash in? I wish to leave the hospital. I'm done. I've done everything I want to do.
and you'll
Quick
be
map.
able to enjoy.
There we are.
There is really very little reason to visit 2 Point County's desert region, and even less reason to set foot upon its drabbest little town. I speak, of course, of Smogley, where popular
Smogley.
pastimes include vigorous coughing and waiting in line for surgery.
Recent Steam forum post mentions they're working on queues.
I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but you ever wonder?
That's a nuclear power plant.
In the state it's in,
Meltdowns.
abandoned buildings, mutated
In that case, we'll
wildlife,
probably return to 2 Point once they have patched it to fix the queues, because I did 3 stars on that map.
with all the
It's queues that
experiments
killed it,
going on
nothing
in those
else.
secret government facilities. Actually,
8 GP
I
offices,
guess
or
I am
7,
one for
whatever it was,
conspiracy theories.
and that didn't solve the problem. But keep in mind, this is only if you're going for the top stars. You only need to get 1 star to finish a mission. So the frustration I'm having right now is purely because I'm trying to max everything out. If I wasn't trying to do that, it wouldn't be as big an issue. I guess that must be like the grand finale there or something. But yeah, we'll take a 2.5 on that